I really like John Maxwell's way of thinking because he is a team player, he's a leader, and he inspires people to think as a team and to think big. In his book, How Successful People Think, I will share 6 key ideas and check out the references in the book I've used in the description I've used for this book, Insight. The first being that big picture thinkers are constantly learning and know how to empathize with others. How can you start cultivating big thinking? By making sure you're always learning. He pushes on this idea of thinking big, and it helps me with the idea of trying to do something bigger than myself every time, and trying to do something that involves a team and involves something that can be impactful, as opposed to just thinking about what I can do on a small scale and trying to do things on a bigger scale, whether it's with the idea, whether it's with the financial backing or the planning, just trying to do better every time. Big picture thinkers are always looking for opportunities to learn. They're constantly on the go, visiting new places, meeting new people, and honing new skills. They're always trying to elevate things. Big picture thinkers are people that try to do better every time, and that's in almost any avenue they try to do. They try and improve something along the way. John has a handy technique that puts him in the right mindset to do that. He starts his day by looking at a schedule and asking himself what learning opportunities are likely to present themselves. So when you look at your schedule, do you ask yourself the question of what learning opportunities can I have from these? Me personally, no, not that many times. But when you start to take that approach, you're going to see so much things that you can learn, so many things you can learn. And when you start to take that approach of I have so many things to learn, you'll start to look forward to so many things. You'll grow so much more. You'll inspire more people, and you'll just be a more pleasant person to be around because you're always trying to find the positive in things and you're always trying to learn. That's something you could take up too. Spend a couple minutes each morning looking over your itinerary and ask yourself what opportunities to learn new things you're likely to encounter. So whenever you encounter your things that are new to you, that are interesting, think about ways you can learn these things, and not only learn it, how can you transform it into something that you can teach to others? And not in a way that you're a preacher or anything, or you're some guru, but in a way of a friendly, sort of conversational manner of, look, I learned this new thing. Are you interested in learning it too? And if they're interested, you should find a way to refine what you learn and put it in a way that is easy to understand and easy to teach others. And that's something that will elevate you above just yourself. That's you considering everyone else. Everyone loves the kind of person that is a team player and wants the best for everyone. Making an effort to become a big picture thinker is important because it gives you a window into how other people see the world. In other words, it makes you more empathetic. When you start to understand different cultures, different backgrounds, religions, and everything, you see more of a whole picture of life. Every person is different. There's certain tweaks and there's certain changes as you travel the world and figure out more things in life. It makes you more empathetic. It makes you more understanding of the differences, and that's a very important element. And I've been empathetic myself, and I've always thought about I'm more empathetic than people in my area, and I was always wondering why. But it's certain elements like when I grew up, I would always go to Sudan and see that kind of the side of the world, and it's a little bit hard to understand when you don't travel a lot, or when you're not really interested in seeing other people's perspectives because you're so full of yourself and you're just thinking about how you can do everything you want to do and you don't consider anyone else. You fall into this hole of not being empathetic for others, and to break that sort of barrier, you must be someone who's interested in thinking big and interested in learning more about other people and learning more about different things. That is definitely an avenue for empathy. Seeing the big picture ultimately helps you think beyond your own narrow interests and take those of others into account. And there's always room for more empathy. Even as I mentioned about me being empathetic, I still want to grow in terms of empathy and practice more empathy. So thinking big gets you out of the mindset of, oh, I'm the biggest person. I don't need to improve in any way. Thinking big shows you that there's always room for improvement in all avenues. So definitely, as John Maxwell mentions, this is a great thing to practice, a great thing to believe. Set and achieve clear targets by thinking realistically and making sure you do your homework. I myself and many others have fallen into the trap of setting unrealistic goals and then not reaching that target. Where your problem is not you not reaching the target, but the target itself. It's not realistic, and it's not something that is achievable when you consider your own resources and time. So start to change your targets and revolve it around how much time and resources you have, and you'll see much more improvement in terms of success rate in achieving your goals. Increase your options and make yourself more attractive by embracing creative thinking. Einstein said that imagination is more important than knowledge. Your ideas are far more important than your role in a company or your job title. Consider creativity and imagination, and whether that means getting a notebook and writing things down in a notebook, that could be a start. Or if you just want to use your phone and just type things down in your phone, that could be a start for you too. Just the key is embracing creativity, embracing imagination, and embracing thinking in different ways and uniqueness. Try practice it and see how it goes for you. Think unselfishly and you'll make yourself part of something bigger. Adopting new modes of thinking boosts your chances of success. But there's also a way of thinking that about the world that can change your entire life. Unselfish thinking. Taking that up just might redefine your concept of success itself. So when you think about communal growth and contributing to the betterment of society, which is something I've mentioned quite a lot of times, it starts to shift your mentality in terms of how you want to impact the world. And when you think about it in terms of it's not just about me, it's about everyone, you'll become much more happy. It's made me much of a more happy and satisfied person when I know my intentions are to benefit people in some sort of way, whether it's with the knowledge I have, whether it's with my money or my time, making people laugh, whatever it could be. Finding ways to be a team person and be unselfish is an avenue for happiness and an avenue for growth and an avenue for communal growth, which is what we all want. We all want the societies to grow as a whole. Popular thinking is often wrong-headed and misguided. Disregard it if you want to get the best outcomes. Thinking for yourself can be a risky business. Stray too far from the herd and you're unlikely to make new friends. If everybody accepts something as true, then it must be, right? Boost your thinking process by collaborating with others, whoever they are. Say you need to pick up a new skill, how do you go about it? Either spend your time trying to figure out by yourself, or ask someone already in the know to teach you the ins and outs. If you're likely to go with the former, it might be time to reconsider. Collaboration is something important. Collaboration is something I want to do. At first, it wasn't something that I was too confident with, but I'm open to collaborating and figuring out how to grow as a community. And it goes back to this communal growth. It's contributing to the betterment of society and teamwork and social and this growing as a society. Collaboration is an essential aspect to excelling and helping each other with everything. So it's something you should prioritize, something you should consider, and something you should discuss with others, because there is a lot of room to talk about it, a lot of conversation about it. Thank you for watching.